You finally turn the key after a long, exhausting day. But instead of relief, a heavy wave hits you. The chaotic outside world seems to follow you right through the front door. It is not your fault that you feel so overwhelmed. Returning to a cluttered, harsh entryway disrupts your natural stress recovery. Your cortisol levels stay high, keeping your nervous system on edge. We often treat our entryways as just a quick drop zone for shoes and keys. We flick on a harsh overhead light and rush inside, but that sudden, glaring brightness can actually feel like a continuation of your stressful workday. It leaves your nervous system bracing for impact when it should be unwinding. You deserve a space that greets you with a gentle, comforting embrace instead. Imagine stepping into a soft, warm gradient of indirect lighting. Research shows that replacing glaring fixtures with gentle, indirect light drastically increases emotional safety. In fact, 73% of people feel significantly more psychological comfort in these soothing transitional spaces. This isn't just about interior design. It is about creating a vital psychological buffer between you and the outside world. Your entryway can literally help your cortisol melt away like snow. UCLA researchers found that returning to a restorative, organized threshold restores your natural stress recovery. It prevents those unhealthy, flat cortisol slopes that keep you feeling exhausted. By simply crossing this beautifully lit, calming threshold, you give your brain permission to rest. It becomes a sanctuary that wraps you in deep, emotional safety. Let's look at what happens inside your body when you step inside. A landmark UCLA study revealed something deeply validating about our daily stress. Returning to a cluttered, chaotic entryway actually disrupts your natural recovery process. It causes your cortisol to flatline at unhealthy levels instead of dropping. Your nervous system stays trapped in survival mode, unable to rest. But when you create a restorative decompression zone, the magic happens. That built-up cortisol finally begins to melt away like winter snow. Now imagine replacing that harsh overhead glare with soft, warm gradients. Research from the Light Right Consortium shows us exactly why this works. 73% of people report feeling significantly higher emotional safety. They feel deeply comforted when greeted by gentle, indirect lighting. It acts as a visual whisper, telling your tired brain you are safe. This subtle shift in light temperature becomes your psychological buffer. It gently washes away the harshness of the chaotic outside world. We can elevate this sanctuary by adding subtle, nature-inspired elements. Studies show that viewing pleasant natural environments measurably increases positive emotions. It actively decreases negative feelings, acting as a soothing balm. While science is still measuring exact dopamine spikes in entryways, the feeling is undeniable. Your mind experiences a comforting, dopamine-like embrace when you enter. This carefully crafted threshold catches your daily anxiety before it enters the home. It finally allows your weary soul to just breathe. We often believe an entryway just needs to be functional. We think a bright overhead light and a quick shoe rack are enough. But this mechanical efficiency ignores your emotional needs. Instead of bracing for that harsh glare, imagine a softer welcome. A warmly lit, organized space acts as a true decompression chamber. This isn't about having a magazine-perfect home. It is about building an emotional sanctuary for your tired nervous system. When you choose gentle color gradients over stark white walls, your mind exhales. When you add a touch of nature, your stress literally melts away. That heavy, anxious energy from the office finally stops at the door. Your entryway absorbs the daily chaos, protecting your inner peace. You are no longer just walking into a house. You are stepping into a warm, comforting embrace. You are finally, truly safe. Tonight, I invite you to make one small change to your entryway. Turn off that harsh overhead light. Instead, plug in a small warm lamp. Let this gentle glow be the first thing that greets you tomorrow. You deserve a space that holds you when you arrive. Your home should never feel like another task on your to-do list. It is your ultimate emotional sanctuary. Step inside, leave the heavy armor at the door, and just breathe. Welcome home.